Hello there everyone, welcome back to brand new What If I Were to Be a Showrunner of Doctor Who video idea. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about this very special episode that I had planned, which is like a special. And yeah, it is called The Three Doctors. Obviously, like, why not, right? Why not? So, let's get on with the story. So, the Doctor gets hijacked by a warship. This Doctor is obviously the 18th Doctor, right? So, that's pretty cool. And she is recruited and sent to a battlefield and needs to fight in a war. She has no idea who she is fighting against or who she's up against. So she flees away from the battlefield with a few um, you know, um, few things hanging on her legs. Like she leaves the battlefield, but she has like duties to serve the army that she's serving with. So they're not happy, but anyway, she does it. She runs away. So there we go. She goes away from the battlefield to find out who she's fighting against, and the one who caused this war. Which as a soldier, sometimes people ask them the questions like, okay, what if I'm actually fighting for someone that I don't know, right? Like, in this story, it is like a war that's been going on for centuries, but the Doctor wants to know why she's here and why she's recruited and who she's fighting against, so she can find a way to stop this war once and for all. So there we go. All right, she goes anyway and wants to know who she's dealing with. The leader of this opposite team or this opposite army that she's fighting against is the Valiard. Oh, very interesting. He's obviously the Doctor. Like, the Valiard is supposed to be like the Doctor after his 12th regeneration and so on and so forth. Like, it's somewhere between his 12th regeneration and his final regeneration. So he might be somewhere between that. But actually, my stories somewhere in season 3 or something. The Valiard is played by Henry Cavill. That's his, a previous incarnation that he regenerates into the Valiard, which, there we go. It's kind of my little story idea that I gave it. So there we go. So anyway, he seems to have gotten and made an army. His power is inevitable. So and also unstoppable. So there we go. All right. The Doc confronts him, seeing it's the Doctor. He doesn't stop. The Valiard is already, it's already too late. He's been angry for a long time. So there we go. He already helped her out with a current, I guess, fight, like in this 3-part special that I made from my previous Doctor Who idea, or I guess from the previous Doctor that I did. The final battle was also on a battlefield where this current regenerated Doctor runs away from, and the Valiant isn't happy about her like seeing each other again. So there we go. She's just weak and can't do anything herself. This regeneration ran away from a battlefield, like I said. She started a while ago with the Daleks and Davros. So yeah, there is no way any of her friends couldn't help her now. The Valiant sends her to a dungeon inside a time, locked place. I don't know. So time doesn't really flow like we do in our normal universe. There we go, like a pocket dimension, I guess. So a few years ago, the 17th Doctor, which is really fun, tried to help out with this battle too, or this war too, and he also tried confronting the Valiant, but alas, he was also sent to this interdimensional dungeon. Obviously, you already have two Doctors meeting each other with the same, I guess, same story, I guess, like they're both on a battlefield, they both confront the Valiant, but they both also go to this interdimensional dungeon. And obviously, like, because their timelines aren't in flux, they quite not remember what they're doing there. Like, imagine like the 10th and 11th Doctor, or the 6th and the 2nd Doctor meeting, I guess. Sometimes the timelines don't really match up with each other. Like, okay, so for example, if there was one Doctor who says, the past Doctor who says, okay, let's do this, and the future Doctor is like, okay, I remember that. It's too easy, man. So the timelines are in flux, and they don't really know how they will escape this place together. So there you go. And like I said, the time works different in this dungeon. Maybe they just don't remember. So I don't know. Okay, that might be interesting as well. So there we go. Then obviously the 16th Doctor also tried helping in this war, like decennia ago, like years ago. But she was also sent to this dungeon without seeing the Valiant, which makes sense, I guess, because my first doctor that I did on my What If I Were to Be showrunner of Doctor Who never met the Valiant, only met like this Henry Cavill doctor person. So there we go. She's not aware of the Valiant. So there we go. That makes sense in the story, like in story wise. So yeah, there we go. She never saw who she was facing against. Obviously, like I said, the Valiant. So together, these three doctors try to leave this time warp bubble dungeon. They imprison the Valiant in his own trap, and the doctors. Let's rotate this a bit. The doctors go back to their separate times, I guess, the separate ways, and the 18th Doctor is ready to go and regenerate because it's like a full circle. She ended up and she started on the battlefield and ended up in the battlefield, and maybe yeah, I mean, she's ready to go. Why not, right? And yeah, I think that might be interesting as well. So this new Doctor regenerates, and yes, I already have an actress. Oh, that's spoiler. No, just kidding. I already have some ideas I want to do next, so I'm going to tell you. Boom. Alright, the next Doctor regenerates into Natasha Louis Bordizzo, I believe that's her name. She's Sabine from Ahsoka, man. I mean, come on, that's really cool. So there you go. You might, if you want to know more about that, stay tuned and maybe series 10, man. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you later. Goodbye, everyone.